Okay. Yes. What is up? What is up, you guys? Welcome back to another Friday Fuel. A new look today, guys. I'm actually really blessed. I had the opportunity to keep running the Friday Fuel show. As you guys saw in the intro, we have some stuff to update, but with all the guys on the show and stuff, I'm extremely grateful. Colin, Adam, Donnie, getting to run the show with you guys every single Friday for almost the past year now. It's definitely been a blessing. It keeps us connected throughout the whole show, throughout the Ultimate Agent. We got to stay connected, and it held us accountable to getting up and doing the show every single Friday, even if we have stuff going on in our business. So I'm really grateful for that. Man, am I blessed to be here, guys. It's been great. I have a lot of stuff to talk about with you guys today because I was talking back and forth with Joe, and I'm trying to strategize for Friday Fuel because I was talking with him. He was like, I would like a running mate, but I'm not totally sure if I want a running mate. So I'm kind of seeing how it goes. I'm still trying to strategize and build Friday Fuel. So if you guys have any suggestions, please let me know in the comment section. If you guys, know somebody that's killing the game that, and match up well with me, saying, Alex, he would be a really good running mate. And then we can have guests on the show and keep that going because we love guests. We love to see, what they got going in their business so we can implement in our business too, right? So a lot of good things going on with the insurance syndicate. I know Joe has a lot of good stuff planned too, but I'm still extremely grateful that I get to be on here, run the show every single Friday, and just keep this going, guys. I mean, every single Friday, it is a grind. We have to show up and be consistent with everything that we're doing in our life. It starts with waking up in the morning, right? What's your own daily routine, right? My daily routine is I'll wake up in the morning. First thing I'll do is I'll get on my knees and pray. I think one of the most important things is giving, all the glory to God, because we wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for him. All the success we've had in our business, it would not be here today if it wasn't for him being there consistently for us day in and day out, showing up for us, right? One of the biggest things I'm talking about today with you guys is every single problem that could come up in your life is actually an opportunity, right? We think all these bad things that continue to show up in our life, when adversity hits, if our car breaks down, if a family member passes away, if we get broken up with, whatever it is, right? It is 100% a prime opportunity to go chase the opportunity because it's not actually a problem. God's giving you a little pitfall so he can show you, hey, Alex, there's really something good getting ready to happen. So why don't you take forward this opportunity because it's going to help you immensely with your business, life, and everything, right? So that's probably one of the number one things when it comes down to it, because if when adversity hits or something bad happens, you're either going to hit the wall and stay there, or you're going to push forward and keep going forward, right? And one of the biggest things that I had to learn in my business is that there was a lot of times that I did get hit with adversity, not necessarily in my life, but in business, because when I would get a chargeback, right? We all hate chargebacks. When I would get hung up on, or I'm not hitting my goal, right? When someone doesn't hit their goal, they don't hit their money goal, they get discouraged in the business and they're like, well, man, I don't know. I'm calling it a week. Well, you don't get to call it a week, right? Because if you are holding yourself to a high enough standard to hit that goal, there's going to be nothing else besides the goal, right? So looking at yourself in the mirror and saying, I already know I'm not doing good. All these problems are not really a problem; they're actually an opportunity. You got to look at it as like an opportunity. Optimism is one of the number one most important thing in the insurance business. I promise you, optimism. It was who was doing it. It was Cody and I think it was Brad Smith. And Cody was talking to him, and Brad Smith said one of the most number one things in the business is that you have to be optimistic. Because if you're not optimistic, a lot of bad things can happen, right? Because you really want to be more optimistic than positive, because positivity comes right in with optimism, right? So if we sit there and are optimistic every single day, optimistic means that no matter what happens, whatever goes on, you are 100% open to the idea of anything that is good that can possibly happen, right? So staying in that headspace is very, very important as well. Is always being optimistic, always showing up and showing out every single day. Quick, I had to throw this in there. Shout out Medicare Machine Factory as well, Joshua Young. So I forgot to toss that in there. We appreciate you. Thank you for always sponsoring the show and showing up for us. One of the crazy things is with him too, if you guys think about it, is Joshua Young's had a heart attack. What was it? This was during AEP. This guy writes a ton of Medicare Advantage too. This was during AEP, and with Joshua Young's, he had that heart attack, and to come look at it now, he went to the mastermind that I went to with me and Jeff went to with Nate's mentor. What was it like? A couple weeks later, I think. I think it was a couple weeks later. So he showed up to the mastermind a couple weeks later from already during AEP, right? Had a heart attack, has a family, has a wife and kids, like has to show up for them every single day. And this guy still took time to go to this mastermind, right? And I think it was days later that he was, after his heart attack too, that he was already back on the phone writing Advantage plans again, because he had to show up and do something about it, right? What a great sponsor, Joshua Youngs, man. You're a freaking beast. I think your story is a testament to everybody here that, no matter what actually is going on in your life, dude, you can achieve anything, right? I mean, this guy is actually insane that he will. I mean, this is one of the biggest things that could happen in your life. You have your own health problem, right? Usually outside problems are hurting us. You're not actually hurt. That's just an outside problem coming to you. This guy was actually internally hurt, right? And he showed up and went back to work and went to that mastermind and showed up. I mean, it doesn't get much better than that. I mean, I commend him for it. So one of the biggest things is right there. We always think, like I said again, we always think when something bad is happening to us that we see it as a problem. We'll sit there and ponder on it and look at it like, I can't believe that. I can't believe that happened. I can't move forward, right? But if you look at it in the optimistic way, is that every single problem that you're having, I promise you, is an opportunity that you need to go ahead and kill it, achieve it, and take it, right? I saw something. I was talking to Joe about it. I saw something on Instagram the other day, or a couple days ago, and it was a video of Kevin Hart, and Russell Westbrook reposted it because there was a funny story at the end of it. But Kevin Hart was talking about he was in the gym. I believe it was two days ago, 2 or 3 days ago. Kevin Hart was in the gym, and he had someone come up to him, and they were like, Kevin, why are you going so hard? Like, why do you do this, right? Well, he was like, well, I have no other choice. Why not, right? Russell Westbrook's motto is why not, right? So you look at it like that, and Kevin Hart tells him, why are you so worried about me? Why I know I'm this. I know I'm an influencer. I know I'm not any crazy celebrity. I mean, I'm a celebrity, but I'm no crazy person. I'm just like you. I'm a normal person, right? Why aren't you worried about yourself and why you're here today? right? Just because my name's out there, your name could be out there too, right? So why aren't you figuring out your own why, right? And not so focused on my why, right? You need to have your why not worried about my why not, right? Because we always get into this thing with ourselves that we're always trying to get motivation from somebody else. It's a very very common thing. Kevin Hart told the person, um, and he was like, why are you getting any motivation from anybody but yourself, right? Like, what's your motivation? What gets you up every single day, right? I find myself diving into it too. Is that I find myself getting into that situation where I may be less motivated uh, off something that could have happened. Now I'm looking for someone else for motivation, right? I got all the motivation in the world, but sometimes it'll kick back on me because I got, for example, a bunch of money in my bank account, or I got nothing to stress out about because I don't have very many bills, right? I mean, all these things come into account, but I still have to tell myself at some level that I still have to show up every single day because at some point here soon in the near future, I'm going to have a family. I'm going to have to show up for them every single day, right? I don't have an option not to show up, right? I mean, I look at my dad. He has, I mean, look at this. We were on a family trip last week, and we were all going to the beach, whatever. And this was like one of the last days. And my dad brings his bag out and he starts laying everything on the table. I'm like, Dad, what are you doing? What? He's like, dude, I got to work. I was like, for real? Like, we're on vacation. He's like, dude, I got to work. You know, us being on this vacation only happened because I work, right? I mean, that's got to be one of the most selfless things. I don't know if he's still watching here. I saw him in the comment section, but that's got to be one of the most selfless things that you could see. This guy has a family of 6, and even on family vacation, he put out a bunch of different papers. But it looks like a bunch of annuity business that it looked like pending business that he's trying to get through a bunch of papers. But I mean, this guy is sitting here working on a vacation for his family when he just helped out and got everybody to the vacation, right? I mean, it doesn't get much more selfless than that. What's up, Joe? I appreciate you, man. Uh, Hope you're doing well. But I mean, this guy is sitting here. I mean, most people don't do this. When you go on vacation, it's like, yeah, man, let's go enjoy our vacation. I mean, I'm the same way. I'm like, dude, let's kick back. Let's kick back, have a good time. Let's have a good vacation. But no, my dad did have a good vacation. He was at the beach. Don't get me wrong. He wasn't working the whole freaking trip, but he took time out and was disciplined enough to carve out time and sit there and work because he knew that all this is happening right now, that the trip that we're at, because he is working every single day, no matter what the situation is. There we go. He's in the comments. But I mean, yeah, I mean, I sat back and looked at that, Dad, and it just, I'm grateful. It's a different way to look at it, because a lot of people aren't doing that. A lot of people aren't showing up every single day. I mean, I find myself not doing it too. I mean, you stay on my butt when I tend to kick back sometimes, but at the end of the day, you have no other choice, right? You have to find. Everybody needs to stop finding motivation within everybody else. Yes, there's good content out there. I don't say don't consume content because yes, at some level they are going to be self-motivating you, but there is a lot of good content out there. I think it's just the point of where you have to kind of sit down and strategize. Like for myself, every single day, I found myself not doing it as much, but I'm getting back in the ramp of it. Is, for example, writing down with what you're grateful for, right? I mean, all these things, like waking up today was an opportunity. I mean, you got to think about it like that. Waking up today was an opportunity. It depends what you're going to do with it. You're either going to come back to your bed that night saying, did I make the most of the day or did I not, right? Or you could go to bed and feel really good with what you did today and you attacked the opportunity of the day, right? Because let's be honest here, nobody really cares what anybody else has going on in their day, right? Like, I'm not caring what Nate Offert's doing today. I'm not necessarily caring what Cody's doing today. Guess what they're not doing? They're not caring what I'm doing today, right? They don't care. I mean, they do care, but they don't care because they're doing their own thing, right? You can still care about the person, not necessarily care about what they're doing right because you're busy doing your own thing, right? If you can wrap it around like that, because everybody these in our younger generation too gets wrapped up in caring about what else someone else is doing, or I have to show them what I'm doing, right? Nobody really cares. You just got to do you, because next time when they do see you and they see, wow, this guy's up now. Wow, he's been working really hard. This guy's doing really, really well in the business. That's because you didn't give a crap about what they were doing. You gave a crap about what you were doing every single day, getting up every single day and working hard and making a lot of money. Now everyone's like, damn, he's really doing good, right? Everybody in the insurance business can be like that, right? You just can't keep getting your head wrapped around what everybody else is doing besides making the most of the opportunity that you're given at hand by waking up every this morning and having that opportunity, right? I know it feels like sometimes that I repeat myself, but I'm so serious about it is because it sounds at a level, it sounds pretty elementary, but it's so important that you guys master this. If you can master the skill of making the most of every opportunity in your business, nothing's going to flop, because if you master every single opportunity, you're going to work really, really hard, right? You're also going to make a crap ton of money, right? And then you're going to live an abundant life. I think that's one of the most important things everybody wants to do. You want to live an abundant life. You do 100%. Money is just a byproduct of that. Everybody wants to live an abundant life. That's why I'm working right now, is because I want to live an abundant life with my future family. It's not necessarily about the money. The money just comes with it, right? So making the most of every single opportunity that you're getting and not finding motivation from another individual, because you already have the motivation within yourself. Most of all you guys watching you have your own family. You have everything else going on for you. I don't feel like I don't feel like working today. What do you mean you don't feel like working today? Do you have a family at home? Does the rent have to get paid? Does there have to be food on the table? Then you got no other option. Then you got to get to work, right? That's really what it comes down to, guys. And making the most of every opportunity also comes back to the level of goal setting. Goal setting, because if you're not having any goals, I mean, you're really driving without a destination, right? If you want to drive to point A to point B, you got to have a map, right? And your map is what you have on your wall of goal setting. I'm going to make 1,500 today. I'm gonna read one piece of scripture today. I'm going to help all my team out today with at least get the one question answered with my whole team today. I'm going to recruit or get 5 agents contracted today, right? All these things are certain goals that you're going to have. And having those goals set up is what? Just like our word today, opportunity, right? Making the most of every opportunity that you're getting. It's it, right? The most important thing that is you guys are going to be challenged with this whole opportunity thing is the biggest challenge of them all. Get ready. If you guys have a piece of pen and paper, write this down. Ready? One of the most important things, what's going to happen to you when you have this opportunities come up, is it's going to stem from one thing and one thing only. Get ready. A problem, a major problem. I said this earlier. I'm saying it again. It's going to be a major problem that you're going to think is what? A problem. That's going to be your biggest challenge, because once you see it's a big problem and you're thinking it's a problem subconsciously, it's going to be over with. But if you can look at it in the way of being optimistic and telling yourself that it's not a problem and it's actually an opportunity, it will change your life forever. 100%, no doubt about it. Like I said, I've had a bunch of things pop up in my business, but I've always looked at it as an opportunity and never a problem. One reason, because my dad stemmed from my dad. He's always looking at everything as an opportunity. Every single day, every single day, every single day, right? It's over and over and over again, right? Just like he says, right? Sitting there, and I promise you, it's the number one thing, guys. I'm going to say it one last time, and I'm going to let you guys go. The biggest problem that you guys may have with having all these opportunities, it's going to come from a problem. It could majority of the time it would come from a problem. Your major step that you're going to make in your business is going to come from a problem. That problem, you have to turn it and flip it as it's a good thing, because that's what's going to help you propel your business and scale and grow. 100%, no doubt about it. So I'm leaving it at that. 1 second here. Sorry, guys. But besides that, I mean, anything else that you guys may have in the comments, I appreciate you guys watching the show. Biggest thing right there is making sure that you guys, like I said last time, making the most of every single opportunity, going out and killing it. Any questions that you guys may have, I'm still trying to rebrand and get Friday Fuel going again. I know it's just me. It's been a great show with you guys, whole 20 minutes. But if you guys do have any questions that want to reach out to me on a personal level, I'm such an open book. You guys can reach out to me on socials, Alexander Sala _ on Instagram, Alexander Sala on Facebook. I'll even give out my number to you guys because I'm generous, 918-982-3810. So I want you guys to go kill it. Like I said, every single problem is a prime opportunity. Don't get motivation from anybody but yourself, right? Because you guys already have all the motivation in the world. You just have to find it and see it with your own eyes because it's right there in front of you. It's an opportunity, right? And show up and go kill it. I appreciate you guys. We will see you guys next Friday on Friday Fuel. Fired up, ready to go. We'll see you guys soon.